God.
Hello.
Good morning. Can everybody hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Is the picture coming in okay?
Yeah.
Beautifully.
Okay, perfect. I'm Bill Moriarty, the funeral director. I just want to make sure everyone can hear. I'm going to be at the iPad just admitting everybody in if I see more people looking for an invite, okay?
Thank you. Okay.
No problem. An honor. Your family will be over to the graveside momentarily.
Thank you very much.
Oh, gee, I thought this was good.
Dust to dust. Yeah, that's their perspective. Hi, Lois.
Hi, Dana. Good to see you.
Yeah, how you doing? Doing all right?
Yeah.
Thank you, Bill. Yeah, I think they'll be fine. You're in Boynton Beach? Lois, are you in Boynton Beach?
No, Deerfield Beach.
Deerfield Beach.
Yeah.
Thank you to the funeral home that is providing this.
Yeah,
Very
thank you.
grateful, very grateful. I'm going to excuse myself a minute and get some Kleenex, which I know I'll need.
Yeah. Looks like a beautiful day in Connecticut.
Is in Maryland.
Austin?
Guess they could see us.
Hi, everybody. I'm the rabbi.
Hello,
Can't see
Rabbi.
your face though,
Hi.
Rabbi.
That's,
Bend down a little bit.
Well, he's going to back up right. He'll be in front of the lectern. You'll be able to see him momentarily, okay?
Okay, yeah, I see him now.
Oh, that's Lois. It's Lois.
Yarmulke's in here if anyone needs one. I did bring chairs to break the social distancing ruling. I figure if anyone needed seating, I still bring it. But I'm not the health department. You guys could stand or sit,
I
whatever.
can't hear because you have your
Anybody
hearing
wants-
aid.
You want me to take them out?
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would suggest maybe
Do
we
it make
can
it
move
nice?
the chairs
No, you have
back
to turn your
so
hearing
we
aids off.
can-
Oh,
we
turn
can
them
look at
off.
this area.
Sounds good, Rabbi.
Yeah.
Turn them off on there.
And everyone,
Was Larry leaving?
yes, thank you.
Sure.
No, not now.
I think we can mute everyone.
If I mute everybody,
Yeah.
I lose the sound on their end.
Turn them off.
The little glitch with Zoom I haven't.
Can't you turn them off on
I've been
there?
having when I try to.
They lose their sound.
They lose the sound on their end.
They off? Yeah.
We can mute them.
Hi, Emily.
Happened to me in church last
I
week.
didn't
And then the family
register
started texting me.
that that's you.
No.
Thank you for being
And we
here.
might ask them maybe to mute themselves.
Right.
Yeah, we're really sorry,
Sure.
Dane.
Yeah, no,
I
no.
know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Abby's here
Folks, I'm
too.
sorry to interrupt.
Is it off
On
now?
your end, would it
I
be
don't
okay
see
if
her
you
yet.
muted,
Oh, I see her now.
No.
your volume?
Hi, Ellen.
I can tell them. Which way is the camera facing?
It's if you stand right here, they'll see you.
Hi, everybody. If you can mute your volume, then we won't hear you, okay?
You make it
Thank you.
And now I need those who have a ribbon, children and Andrea. You could step forward. If you're comfortable, I want you to keep the distance, but certainly family gather inside here.
Loudest, there we go.
It's traditional.
That's the loudest.
I know, I thought I heard. All right.
It's traditional to rent our garments, tear our garments as a sign of our grief. The ribbon is an extension of our garments, and you'll recite the blessing with me. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech Ha'olam Dayan Ha'emet. And we just recited, blessed art thou, Lord our God, King of the universe, Judge of truth. You'll take the bottom of the ribbon and you'll just tear up. Your hands and take the bottom and it should rip easily. That's right.
Yeah, see me, see everybody.
Doesn't have to be a lot.
Boston? Oh, Gracie up.
Just hold on to it. You could even put it in your pocket. You could put it in your pocket.
No, seriously, it's okay.
Yeah, you can't rip it. Just a little bit.
Marion.
That's it. I'll stay distant since I'm taking my mask off. First of all, I do want to say, here we are, the middle of January. Look at this day. And you know what? Marion brings brightness wherever she goes. That's so evident just from the beautiful weather today to make this possible for us to be together. I said before to many of you, I wish I could give you all a hug. Just to be together on such an occasion, to say our farewells to such a wonderful person. Baruch atah Adonai hanotei betocheinu chayei olam. We praise you, Lord our God, who has implanted within us everlasting life. We come together, sharing our sorrow to bid farewell to Marion Pollack. We recall the blessings of her life. We thank God for all that was good and true in her life, and for the precious memories which shall endure. For Marion's love that united us in life, in which death cannot sever. For her companionship that we shared along life's path, and which continues through the tenderness of memory. For the gifts of her heart and mind that brought us joy and happiness, and is now a precious remembrance. For all these and more, we give our thanks to God. For everything, there's a season, a time for every experience under heaven. A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to uproot that which has been planted. A time to weep and a time to laugh. A time to grieve and a time to dance. A time to seek and a time to lose. Now, Cantor Lipton will chant the 23rd Psalm in Hebrew. Now in English, and you could join me if you know it. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He guideth me in straight paths for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou hast anointed my head with oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord.
I wanted to see who else was here.
My friends, life, passion, spirit. That's what Marion Pollack's life was all about. She loved life and appreciated every minute given to her. Her family shared with me the other day, she would always say, I love my life. And what a testament to her spirit. There was a joy and ebullience to her life that was evident to everyone who knew her. And everyone loved Marion. Her presence in the room brought an aura of warmth and friendship that really enveloped everyone. She was a real people person. Her friendliness and her warmth, her bubbly personality were wonderfully inviting. Very positive and optimistic. She had a good sense of humor, could always add lightness to any conversation. And her love for life and for people was seen really in everything she did. And it's no wonder people were attracted
Thank you
to
for
her.
responding
She had that
to what I
good
sent you.
feeling
That was so
aura
sweet of you.
about
Thank you.
Mark, we
What
can
about
hear you.
yourself?
really
Mark,
cared
we can hear you.
I read every word.
listened and was attentive to others. And once you told her something, she would always remember. And
That was
never said
Dana.
a bad word
That was
about
Dana?
anyone, only saw the good in others. And she made every day count. She was always on the go, always ready to do. And she had many interests and passions.
I'm just kidding.
She was an avid mahjong player. She loved to watch the UConn basketball. She'd write poems for special occasions. And she certainly knew how to shop. And it wasn't only for herself that she would shop, or for the family, but for others as well. She had a tremendously giving spirit. She never came empty-handed when she came to see you. And again, not only for family, she would buy for others. Always remembering what they at some point had mentioned that they liked. That's what she'd buy you that forever. Buying and giving. That was one of her greatest passions. Great cook. And she got such pleasure in feeding others. Her potato salad, her bean soup, her deviled eggs, her matzo ball soup, they were to die for. And she had a playful spirit. How many adults you know dress up for Halloween? Well, Marion did. Her Maxwell Smart costume with the story that went with it, and that Tiny Tim and Tulip costume or Martian costume, they were all legendary. She was a prankster, always showing her love for life. She certainly knew responsibility. She was a nurse, worked for the Connecticut Area Agency on Aging, giving care for the caregivers. She was always referred to as a Jewish Mother Teresa because of her incredible, compassionate spirit. And she had a real hands-on approach, and everybody loved her for her kindness, her understanding, and her good work. And she always put emphasis on tikkun olam, making this a better world. She devoted many years of working with her brother-in-law Bob in the Connecticut Dentistry Commission Mission of Mercy. And she did make a difference. She made a big difference. But we all know Marion's greatest passion was her family. She loved her family. She was the matriarch, the rock of the family, and she stood as a tower of moral strength and goodness. And she was someone that you knew you could always count on. And as a mother to Larry and Nancy and Diane and Dana, there could be no better mother. She lavished her love upon you. She was your anchor, nurturing in every way, and she still instilled the best of values in you. And when Liz and Joel came along, it just meant more family to love. And Marion was a devoted sister to Andrea and Bob, to Lois and Jerry and Phyllis, and they all, you held a special place in her heart and could anything bring a bigger smile to her face than her grandchildren, Marnie and Ben? Oh boy, I think not. And it's from Marnie and Ben that we're now going to hear as they share their thoughts with us.
Hi, everybody. Do my best. Dear Mimi, when I visited you during your final weeks, I asked you how you would describe my father. Your response, he's very unusual. Fairly thrown off. Ben and I also had a good laugh. We thought maybe you were a little confused, your body ferociously battling for every new day. Or perhaps your well-intentioned joke just hadn't landed quite as you expected. You often threw us curveballs to catch us off guard, to bring a smile to our faces. But this one seemed different. It seemed intentional. A while later, I asked you again, Mimi, what do you think about Dad? Unusual, she said again. I dug deeper this time. I wanted to know what this was about. In what way, I said. Strong, very strong, you said. So much of Dad's strength comes from you, Mimi. As the rabbi said, you were the matriarch of a beautiful, resilient family whose roots you watered day after day with pride and unconditional love. Unafraid to be your truest self, you always took the road less traveled, embracing the unknown as an opportunity for a new beginning. When strangers faced adversity, you were a relentless advocate, giving all of yourself to better their lives. All who knew you knew your sparkle, the eternal beam of light, of joy, of kindness that resonated from deep within your soul and overflowed into the lives of everyone who knew you. Your sparkle was your strength, Mimi. It brought sunshine to those who were living in darkness. It brought warmth to those who felt alone. It brought calmness to those who were uneasy, and it brought a laugh to those who were feeling blue. You shared your sparkle with family and with friends, with colleagues and with students, with patients and neighbors. In fact, you modeled for me a lifelong commitment to mitzvot, or to doing good deeds. A daughter, mother, grandmother, sister, aunt, friend, colleague, mentor, volunteer, listener. The roles you served throughout your lifetime revolved around uplifting others, making the world a better place for them. Your good deed doing wasn't limited to your personal life. It extended deep into your work. You poured your energy into healing and teaching. I don't think it's a coincidence that I found myself in a similar path, teaching children with disabilities. You always said how proud you were of me. I'm proud, Mimi. I'm proud to follow in your footsteps and to continue your mission to make life better for others. When you're blessed with a grandmother who is ever present and never ages, for all 28 years of your life, you never imagine life without her. Truthfully, it's still really hard to believe that I won't see you, that I won't hear you, that I won't feel your touch again in this lifetime. I'm left with, as you said to me, the wonderful memories of our years together, the smell of your home, your comfy bed, the taste of your deviled eggs and potato salad, your lipstick stains on my cheek, the way your boisterous hello rang from every room of my parents' house, sharing secrets of fast food binges, making matzo ball soup, staying up until midnight to celebrate the new year, lighting the Hanukkah candles, watching the morning doves graze outside of your kitchen window. What wonderful memories indeed. And like these memories, your beautiful sparkle will live on. I'll never forget how you loved me, and I'll always love you back with all my heart.
Can I have one of those quickly? These tissues? Thanks. Okay. As Marnie had mentioned, over the past few weeks, we were blessed, a lot of us were blessed, to be able to sit outside Mimi's hospital room and have a conversation with her as best we could. Needless to say, we all had some trouble communicating. After firing off a bunch of different questions, at last one question seemed to really ring loud in Mimi's ears. Marnie had asked, "What are you feeling in your heart?" Very discerning, Mimi's answer was family. And there's no surprise there, I think, to anyone. Family was everything to Mimi. Just ask anyone that she ever interacted with, ever in her life. She probably told them something about someone in her family and how great it was. But the thing was, and it wasn't something I learned until I got older, family wasn't just blood for Mimi. It was a whole lot broader. And over the years, many of us were blessed to watch Mimi putting her feel-good Tikkun Olam energy to work, to practice. I remember the first time she'd come to our Thanksgiving dinner with a stranger, because that stranger simply had nowhere to go. Some of those people hung around for years and years, some for decades. At the time, I laughed, thinking it was just Mimi being Mimi, and years later, in hindsight, I realized this was her family. And I remember how whenever she came to visit our house, she dipped into her Mary Poppins-esque back seat, pulled out a couple of buckets of random stuff for me to bring inside the house, which was right next to 3 or 4 other buckets, probably a laundry hamper, of things for people less fortunate in her nursing community or someone that she had met who didn't have a hot meal that night. They too were her family. I certainly remember Mimi coming to my basketball games. She was probably wearing purple. She flew to see me play in Atlanta. I know she wouldn't miss it for the world. She called me kiddo. She just slipped me 20s. And then she pinched my cheeks. Even when I was 25 years old. She was my #1 cheerleader. And the magic was, and I was saying this earlier, I think a lot of us felt that same intense love from her. I think a lot of us thought that she was our #1 cheerleader. And of course, we are her family. And throughout all of these moments, I remember the kindness, the sarcasm, the joy. I see that in my aunts. I see that. See that in my father. I see the look in my dad's eyes as he sadly but proudly reminisces on his mother's life with me and Marnie. I see so much of her in him. That makes me proud too. And I'm proud to be her blood, and I'm proud to be her grandson. Later on in our conversation with Mimi, I'd asked her about family, about giving, about selflessness, and how she'd been able to give so much all these years. She perked up from her bed as best she could. She looked me dead in the eyes, very humbly. She said, "You give them what they need, well, what you think they need." The truth was, all these years, Mimi was just doing her best and what she thought we all needed. Well, guess what, Mimi? Your best was exactly what we all needed. It was relentless, it was comforting, and it was inspiring. You've had a profound impact on my life, the lives of everyone here, and the lives of so many others. There is no doubt in my mind that your energy and spirit will certainly live on. And in your words, I'll think of you often, and I'll love you forever.
Marnie and Ben, amazing tributes to your grandmother. And how fortunate and lucky you were to have such a wonderful, loving, caring grandmother. And I must say, she would come to Temple often with Nancy and Joel. And just like you said, she always talked about family. And Ben and Marnie, I know she would always talk to me about the two of you, because she knew I knew you, always about family. But besides that, she was always a lot of fun to be with. I would often, from the pulpit, look at her, make me feel good. And she always brought sunshine wherever she went. So we say to her now, blessed were you in your coming into this world, because you made every moment count, and you brought smiles to every face you encountered. And now we say, blessed are you in your leaving this world, because you leave behind a love that we will eternally endear you, certainly to your family and to everyone who knew you. May Marion's memory be a blessing and inspiration to all of you and to all who knew her. Amen. And now the memorial prayer. Compassionate God, eternal Spirit of the universe, grant perfect rest in your sheltering presence. Marion, Pollack, who has entered eternity. O God of mercy, let her find refuge in your eternal presence. Let her soul be bound up in the bond of everlasting life. God is her inheritance. May she rest in peace. Together we all say, Amen. And now we recite the Kaddish prayer together in her memory. Yitkadal v'yitkadash me'rava, v'yalma divra chirute v'yamlich malchute, v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, v'agala v'zman kari b'meru. Amen. Yehei shmei rava mevarach le'olam u'lamei amaya, yitvarach v'yishtabach v'yitpawar v'yitromam v'yinaseh. Vitadar, Vitalev, Vitalal, Shmei Kudusha, Barichu. Leila Minkol Berchata Vishirata, Tushbechata Venechemata, Damira Miyalma, Vimaru, Amen. Yehi Shlama, Rama Minshamaya Vechayi, Aleinu Bial Koy Yisrael, Vimaru, Amen. Osei Shalom Vibrama, Uya Say Shalom, Aleinu Bial Koy Yisrael, Vimaru, Amen. May God grant peace to those who mourn and comfort all the bereaved among us. Hamakom yinachem etchem b'tok shaflei Tzion v'Yerushalayim. Now go forth in peace to life. Amen. My friends, it's traditional to place some earth on the casket out of respect and love for Marion. And can we have a little lower this? When we do place earth on the casket, it's traditional to use the shovel upside down, making it difficult for ourselves, using the shovel the way it's not usually used, sort of symbolizing that our world has been turned upside down.
Just watch your step on the greens. It's going to be a little uneven, okay?
And you could use the small shovel, that's smaller. If anyone else would like to place earth on the casket forward, you can use either side. concludes the service, and may Marion's memory always be a blessing, and we know it will be an inspiration to you, her family, and to everyone who knew her. Stay well, be healthy, and let's see each other at good occasions.
Do you need help throwing this in, or is that-
No, they'll do it. They'll do it.
Okay, then. Great seeing you. I wish I could give you a hug.
I know.